Hi, welcome to the PrismERP technical demonstration. Today we are going to learn about task management in PrismERP. Task management is used to plan, assign, track, review, and monitor organizational tasks from creation to completion. It helps teams manage daily work, long-term goals, task ownership, deadlines, progress tracking, and workload distribution from a single platform. In this session, we will cover the complete task management workflow, including task type, goal setup, task category, task creation, task assignment, task tracking, Kanban board, workload distribution, and daily task report. So let's get started. First, we are going to add a task type. From the productivity menu here to task, then type add. Task type is used to define different categories of work, so tasks can be classified based on their purpose or nature. For example, a task may belong to support ticketing, bug fixing, change request, enhancement, or module development. Enter the task type name here. Enter the code here. Now select the source here. Source determines from which module or business area this task type will be used. Under permitted departments, select which departments are allowed to use this task type. We can either choose specific departments or allow all departments. There is also an option called Enable Auto DT entry. DT stands for duration tracking or actual work duration. If Auto DT is enabled, the system can automatically record task duration based on activity or task timing. After entering all information, click Save. This is the task type list where all created task types can be viewed. As you can see, we have multiple task types here. Now we are going to create a goal. From the productivity menu, go to Task, then Goal Add. Goal is used to define a broader business objective or sprint under which multiple related tasks can be grouped. First, select the type here. Here are regular and sprint. Regular goals are ongoing operational goals, while sprint goals are usually short-term focused targets completed within a specific timeline. Now enter the title. Then select the branch. Now select the source types. In this case, the source type is department. Then select the source, meaning the department or business unit associated with this goal. We can also add description if needed. Under permitted departments, choose which departments can work on tasks under this goal. Now save it. The goal has been created. Here we can see the goal list. If we open the goal details, we can view all tasks associated with this goal. Currently no task is assigned under this goal. We can change the status to in progress. Now we are going to add a task category. From the productivity menu, go to task and then add task category. Task category is used to organize tasks into structured classification. This helps group similar tasks together for easier filtering and reporting. Enter the name here. Enter the name here. Printers will automatically appear. If this is under another parent category, then select that. Enter the code here. We can also add a description for additional details. Now click Save. The category has been created. Now we are moving to the most important section, which is task creation. From the productivity menu, go to Task and then Add Task. Task is the core unit of work in the system. Its task can represent anything such as fixing a bug, preparing a proposal, designing a module, resolving a support ticket, or any other thing. First, under basic information, enter the task name. Then if required, enter the description. Description explain what needs to be done. Next, enter the duration. Duration means the estimated time required to complete the task. Then select the unit such as hours or minute. Then set the planned start and end time. The system will automatically calculate the end time and delivery deadline. Select the priority. Priority indicates task urgency. It can be low, medium, critical. Then select the complexity levels. Complexity indicates how difficult or resource intensive this task is. Under additional information, select the branch, then select the assigned employee. Next, select the team member applicable, choose the supervisor and reviewer. If this is a child task, we can select a parent task also. We can also upload attachments such as requirement documents, screenshots, or supporting files. There are additional options such as recurrent, milestone, and estimated. If this task needs to repeat automatically, such as weekly reports or monthly, we can enable recurrent. If the task represents an important checkpoint in a project, such as the major delivery phase, we can mark it as a milestone. And if we want to track this task based on planned duration, we can enable estimated. I'm going to skip this for now. Now we are moving to source information. First, select the source type. We can choose department, tickets, campaign, project, opportunity, and many more. I'm going to choose department. Then select the source. We can also link the task to a project customer if needed. Next, select the task type and then the goal. For task category, select the relevant fields. After entering all record information, click Save. The task has been created. This is the task list. From this list, you can also edit assigned information. Now let's open the task details view. First, change status to in progress. This is the task details view. Here we can see complete task information. We can view assigned employees, category source, predecessor, successor, and time tracking. We can also view planned duration and actual duration. Now here we have additional sections such as details, subtask, attachments, and discussion. From here we can add subtask. From here we can add subtask here. Subtasks are smaller tasks created under a main task to break work into manageable parts. We can also upload attachments, and we can also add comments for additional discussion. Here we have the time entry feature. This is used to track the actual time spent on the task. First, enter the hours and minutes. Then update the completion percentage to show how much of the task has been completed. If needed, you can also add remarks for any additional notes. As you can see, we have entered the time. Now let's talk about task status. Right now the task is in pending progress. Once we start working on the task, we can change its status. After the task has been completed by the assignee, we can update the status to completed. Now we send it for review by changing the status to under review. If the reviewer finds any issues or changes a record, the status can be changed to observation pending. After the record connections are made and everything looks good, you can update it to reviewed. The task has been completed. Now let's look at batch task upload. Instead of creating task one by one, we can use add batch task. From the productivity menu, go to task, then to add task to add batch task. This is useful when a department needs to create many similar tasks together. Select the branch here, then select the source type, then the source. Click on this plus icon here. We can enter the name, we can define duration, start, end. We can select the assigned and team, supervisor, reviewer. By doing this, we can add batch tasks at one time. Since we already have multiple tasks added, I'm not going to add any new one. Next, we have the Kanban Taskboard. This provides a visual way to manage and track tasks. Here, tasks are displayed in different columns based on their current status, such as backlog, to do, and in progress. There are separate Kanban views for assignee, reviewer, and supervisor. From here, we can view the task as different management. This is the reviewer Kanban Taskboard, this is the supervisor Kanban Taskboard, and this is the assignee Kanban. Now, from the task administration section, we can view tasks according to their current status. We can check which tasks are in draft, in progress, completed, under review, observation pending, and postpone. Check all the boxes. And we can view all the tasks here. Now let's move to workload distribution. This is used to analyze how tasks are distributed across employees and teams. From here, we can view the workload assigned to each employee and identify whether anyone is overloaded or has available capacity. Finally, we have the task report. This daily task report is used to track daily wise task performance and time spent. Here we can view task ID, department, source, assigned employee, spent time, total time on a particular day. That's how we can manage the daily task history. So that's it for task management today. Thanks for watching. Bye.